What's up? I got a question. Are you living a double life? Okay, let's talk about it. Bienvenidos, mi canal. Welcome back to my channel. If you recognize my face, thank you so much for coming back to see me. If you do not know who I am, my bad. My name is Latrice. Nice to meet you. And this right here is Faith by Latrice. Or faith is the most to be exercised around here. Now let's get on into this. No, dilly-dallying. Mira, escúchame. I was reading in 1 Peter. I started with a little synopsis content situation because what's Peter talking about? Okay, boom. So it talks about how in the first century, Bible times, that if you followed Jesus, believed in him, all the things, if you believed and followed and was like, yes, I'm going with him, I'm going with Christ, the anointed one, the Messiah. If you believed all that, you were going to be abused. You were going to be persecuted, aka harassed. You was going to be ridiculed. You was going to be talked about, not in a good way. So Peter writes a letter to the believers in Christ, to the believers in Asia Minor, right? Asia, in that area, to 5 different regions. He writes them to encourage them, to comfort them, to tell them, hey, noise passing by. He says, I understand you're going through what you're going through, but the sufferings you are currently experiencing are not, they can't compare with the hope, they cannot compare with the hope that shall be revealed unto you. Now that is actually Romans 8:18, but Peter says the same thing here. He's like, I understand you suffering. Jesus also suffered. So you're not following somebody who's living this cute, curated, fancy, squeaky clean life that don't got nothing to deal with. No, the same thing you experiencing for believing in him is the same thing he's experiencing for telling his truth, telling the truth, the only truth there is. All right. Not only does he writes the letter to encourage them, he also urges them. It says he urges all believers to live holy lives among unbelievers, thereby giving testimony to Jesus Christ. Stop. I said, wow. Now that amongst all the other things is what gripped me. Why is that important? Why does that matter? He said in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 1, so get rid of all evil behavior. Be done with all the deceit, hypocrisy, jealousy, and all unkind speech. Like newborn babies, you must crave pure spiritual milk so that you will grow into a full experience of salvation. Cry out for this nourishment. He says, get rid of all of that, all of the malice, all of the jealousy. Stop acting like people who are of this world. Stop acting like the people who are children of Satan, his sons and daughters. Let's keep it a stat. He says, he urged them to live holy lives amongst unbelievers. I said, Latrice, why does that matter? Jesus, why does that matter? What's happening? This is what I got, Be the example. Now, pause. Unbelievers is not a cuss word. It's not a diss. It's not to nobody. It's not a downplay to somebody who doesn't believe in God. It's just a believer is a believer in Christ. An unbeliever is one who don't believe. Simple. Be the example or the evidence of Jesus and his word and his presence and his works and his effects amongst people who don't believe in him. Be the example. If you say you believe if you say you believe in God, I'm supposed to look through your life and know that you believe in God. I heard it somewhere recently. There should be evidence there should be evidence of God in every area of your life if you are a believer of him. That's how do you treat people? How do you show up to work? Are you on time? Do you give the best that you have every time you show up? Do I see God in your relationships? Do I see God in your business? Do I see God in your career, your finance? Where is he? Okay. Because like I told y'all, the longer I spend with God, the more my habits and my heart change. Now, Latrice, the person, ain't that great. Latrice be annoyed with folks. Latrice be getting mad at people. Latrice be thinking thoughts that ain't so good up here. However, the more I read this book, the more God's like, relax, chill. I got you. You ain't got to go off like that. Okay. Live like him. Do the things he says to do. If you claim that you believe in not just Jesus, right? If you claim anything, if you say you are a business person, if you claim to be a good person, if you are a good person, practical example, you can't just preach it. I don't get up here on this phone and get to preaching this book and not have to actually be held accountable by God, by Jesus, and by the people around me. Daily, I am put in situations to test whether I actually believe the words in this book or not. If you say you're a good person to everybody, but on Tuesday morning, you got an attitude and you always grouchy with your coworkers. If you say you are a good parent to other people or you want to proclaim that, but you yell at your kids when they have questions, about real things in life. Okay, my God. If you say you believe in Jesus, but you are mean, you are cruel, you don't give people, you don't share your wealth, you don't share things, you don't share ideas or money, or you don't help people who need it. All right, that's a personal check, okay? Woo! Are you living a double life? Do you say one thing and do another one? Huh? Okay. Go about your business. Si nadie te ha dicho hoy, este día que te estoy hablando a ti misma. Nobody's told you today. Yes, you. Te quiero decir que te amo. I love you. Because listen, life be life out here. But get what? We are going to prosper regardless. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.